For the last 3 days, we have been reflecting on the prologue of St. John. If you missed them and if you are keen on, they are all available on YouTube. For centuries, this prologue used to be recited after the Mass. And this has got an important place in Christian theology. Yesterday, if you may remember, we were focusing on John the Baptist, what he said about himself, who he was and who he was not. Today, John the Evangelist is telling us who John the Baptist was and who he was not. How interesting. John the Evangelist telling us who John the Baptist was and who he wasn't. He was not the light. Only a witness to speak for the light. John the Baptist was not the light. He came only to witness and to speak for the light. Reflecting on these two words, like we had yesterday, who I am not. About John the Baptist, who he was and who he wasn't. It can give us a great sense of freedom. What do I mean? I am not the focus here. The life is not all about you. I am not the center of anybody's attention or focus. The light is elsewhere. So don't look up to me, don't focus on me, or don't focus on even what I say. Look elsewhere. I am not the light. The light is here. Don't feel burdened in any way that you are, the whole world is on your shoulders. No, it's not. And your life is also not about you, so be relaxed about that. All that is happening in your life is not about you. Be relaxed about it. That's why Mary was pondering about what is going on around her. And then she realizes, it's not about me. It's about him. And I can understand what is happening around him and about him. It's not about me. The realization that life is not all about me, or the world, what is happening in the world is not about me. It is more than that. It gives me a sense of great freedom. Always focus on the light. Dear friends, our spiritual life can be very self-centered. We can be spiritually self-centered. What do I mean? Counting your sins or counting your merits. I go to Mass, I do this, I am so and so, I do this. So counting your merits or counting your sins, both self-centered. What is the right way? Focus on the light. As St. John Paul II, always contemplate the face of Christ. Take your mind away from your sins and your failures. Take your mind away from your merits and your good deeds, how saintly you are. Take your mind away. How many times you have in Mass, forget about it. How many times you failed to pray, forget about it. How many good things you did, forget about it. Think about how good God is. Although only attention and focus only on God's goodness, God's mercy. He is the light. He is the I live in His light. I focus on Him. He is the only one who matters. Everything else, my merits, my sins, my failures, everything else totally insignificant.